Hi, everybody. My name is Sarit, and welcome to Refuge. This is a trauma-informed class, and it is accessible to all bodies, all abilities. We are going to have a playlist with this class, so when you see a timer that says 3, 2, 1, there will be a play button for you to play, and we'll practice together. I want to invite you to grab 2 blocks and a strap and a blanket or bolster. You can use either. Take a moment to just find a way to sit that feels supportive in your body. Notice if you want to have a blanket underneath your seat or a bolster underneath your seat to lift your hips. So really starting this class off with ensuring that you are comfortable and serving your own needs. And then take a moment to sense into the earth beneath you. And I'll do this a couple of times during the class. So in this first time, notice if the ground is rising up to support you or if you're resting on top of it. And what we're looking for is a sense of weightedness, a sense of support from the earth. And then take a moment to orient to your environment. I want to invite you to actually look around your space as though you've never been there before. Be curious. Let your eyes, your head, and your neck look around and start looking for color, texture, anything that lets you know that where you are is okay right now. And then coming back to sensing into your heart. And we're going to start the class today with 3 ohms. And you know, it's your choice whether you want to have 2 hands here or hands here, or just rest your eyes. But we'll start with an easy breath in through the nose. Just allowing that sense of Om, that reverberation of sound to wash over you. Just take a moment to take that in. Harmoniums are heavy. So we're going to come into what we like to call easy pose. And I'll just name the fact that it's not easy for everybody. So you can take your blocks here as an option and put them underneath your knees. You can roll a blanket and put it underneath your knees like so. You can have your knees further out. So really honor your body, the body that you're in, not the body you were in 20 years ago, right? And we're going to start with some gentle circles. It's an honor to the Sufis. These are called Sufi circles, right? And that's quite a beautiful practice. And allowing your breath to start to find the rhythm. So inhaling as you come back, exhaling as you're forward. And then gently switching directions. And then coming back to center. And get a sense of your sit bones beneath you. Just kind of wiggle them a little bit. Notice if you feel centered. And then take an inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down the midline. We'll do this a few times, just finding rhythm. Last time as we reach to the sky, rooting down, we root to rise. Exhale, left hand to the earth, reach. And you can look up or down, the hand on the earth. Inhale back to center, opposite side. I'll do that one more time on the other side. So left hand comes down to the earth. We're going to add to this. So think of this as bus stops. So this will be bus stop 2. And then make a fist and reach back. And you can play with the neck here, looking down to the earth or up to the sky. Make some circles with your right hand. Check in with your jaw. Notice if your jaw is clenched. Make some funny faces. And then reach over. Inhale back to center. Opposite side. Make sure your shoulders aren't coming up to your ears and, standing in as a pair of earrings. Make a fist and reach back. And you might notice a difference on either side. One side might have more availability. I work with an injury on this side, so I tend to do different variations over here, right? Reaching over one more time. And then back to center. And then drawing your belly in, lengthening through the spine as you root down. Exhale forward. Hands to the earth. And it doesn't matter how far down you go. Go to where it feels good, where you can sense a stretch, feel sensation without it negatively impacting your breath. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Draw an infinity symbol with your nose. And then start to walk your hands to the right. Take an inhale here, and then open up, reach. Exhale, come back down. We'll do that 2 more times. So bringing in a little dynamic flow in here. And then exhale back down. And then exhale back down. And we'll come back to center. Come up for just a moment. Swap the way that you're crossing your legs. Fold back down and walk your hands to the left. And then inhale, open up. And exhale back down. Inhale, open. And exhale. Last one. And then open. Come back to center. 5 breaths here. Breathing in what you need from the earth. Exhaling out anything you want to let go of, anything you're ready to let go of. And then inhale all the way back up. Hands down the midline. So release your legs. I'm going to shake them out a little bit. You can lean back on your hands. You can rock from side to side. And then we're going to make our way to hands and knees. And I want to invite you to take a blanket underneath your knees and have your 2 blocks nearby. And I'd have them on either side. So, hang on. So knees are right underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. And start to rock your hips a little bit from side to side. And then come back to center, lift up through the belly. Just feel the stability of this, right? You know, in our animals, in our 4-legged friends, the most vulnerable parts of ourselves, the front of us, our heart space, the guts, the belly, all of that is facing the ground. And so just notice if this feels a little bit more connected and a little bit more contained. And then take an inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round, draw the belly in, press the floor away from you. Inhale, arch the spine. And then exhale. Keep going like this and see if you can invite a little bit of just free movement. How does your body want to move? If your body could speak, what would your body say? Would there be side movements? How does the spine actually want to move? So inhaling and exhale, draw the belly in. Bring your big toes together, make space for your body between your knees. Press back into child's pose. Inhale, come up to hands and knees. Arch the spine. Exhale, round. Child's pose. Inhale, back up. And arch. Child's pose. And then inhale, back up again. And take your blocks. They're going to really be at any height that serves you. I'm going to have mine in the middle height to start. Lift just your left knee off the ground just a little bit and make some circles. Say good morning to the hips, or good afternoon or good evening, whenever you're watching. Yeah. And then bus stop 1, extend outwards. Plant your toes, press back. Feel the lengthening in your leg, that stretch. This is going to be bus stop number 1. Bus stop number 2, lift the leg. Internally rotate your left thigh, pinky toe points down. That's bus stop number 1. Sorry, number 2. Bus stop number 3, if you want to work with some balance, reach your right arm out. Don't forget to breathe here. Inhale, everything lifts, plant it down. Rock your hips from side to side. Right leg reaches back, plant the toes. extend. Bus stop 1. So you can get off on whatever bus stop that you want. What serves you today? Some days you might want to go to bus stop 3 or 4. Other days you might want to hang out in 1. What do you need? Inhale, lift. Pinky toe points down. Bus stop 2. Bus stop 3, left arm reaches out. Imagine reaching all the way across the room, pressing back. Inhale, everything lifts. Plant it down. I'm gonna rock a little bit. All right, we'll do that one more time and we'll add to it. Bus stop 1, toes stay down. Bus stop 2, reach the leg back. Engage your belly. Bus stop 3, right arm reaches out. This is when it's going to get interesting. Bus stop 4, right arm goes to the right. Left leg goes out to the left. Plant your foot. Right hand to the midline, reach up. Come back to center. Take one of these blocks so that you can rest your forehead here. Draw your left elbow to the sky, and then exhale, and we're gonna twist. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale back down. Bring your leg back. So we'll keep this guy right here. All right. Right leg comes back. Press into your toes. Inhale. Bus stop 2. Bus stop 3. Left arm reaches out. Bus stop 4. Reach your left arm out to the left. Right leg comes out to the right. Plant your toes. Left hand to the center, reach. And then come back to the center. Inhale, draw your right hand, elbow to the sky. Thread the needle. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale back to center. Back to hands and knees. All right. So bring your block to the middle height. Lift just the right knee. Make some circles. And then step it through. Okay. And press your way up. Lengthen through your tailbone. Draw your right hip back. And wrap the left hip forward. Right? Right hand to the thigh. Reach over. Lift through the belly. Make sure you're not dumping into the low back. Inhale, both arms to the sky. And take your hands around, almost like you're drawing a boundary. 3 times. Last one. Hands to the earth. Inhale, right fingertips to the sky. And then exhale back down. Tuck your back toes or stay with your knee down. So see what feels right. Extend your back leg. Inhale, straighten your front knee, round your spine. You're on your back toes. Exhale, lower down. Lift through the heart. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale back down. Last one. And then exhale. Drop your back knee. Right knee comes back. Left knee steps forward. So same thing on the other side, but notice if there's any shift, right? Lifting up through the low belly, lengthening your spine. Left hip draws back, right hip wraps forward. Hand to the thigh and reach. Inhale, reach. This time we'll do a backstroke. And you might notice that my left shoulder doesn't like to do this as much, and that's okay. So work with what you got. And come all the way back up. Exhale to the earth. Left fingertips to the sky. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale. Extend your back leg. Just feel the strength of your legs here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Come onto the back toes. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, back down. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. And then back down. Drop your back knee. Back to hands and knees. Set your blocks aside. Plant your hands. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So press into all 10 fingers, but particularly your 4 fingers, your pinky, and your thumb. Firm your biceps so the inner eye of your elbow is facing inward. Tuck your toes, press your hips up, and then press back with your upper body strength. Then start to straighten your knees. Take your dog for a walk. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or walk your way up to your hands. You can move your blanket out of the way. Let your body hang. Grab a hold of your elbows. You can take your feet a little bit further apart. You can bend your knees. Just allow yourself to sway. Imagine maybe being in a kelp forest. If anyone has lower back issues, really make sure your knees are bent. And maybe don't fold this far. You might want to be here. You could swing here. Bend the knees generously. Start to roll your way up. All right. So find your feet. You can even look at your feet. And notice all 4 edges of your feet. Lift just your toes, spread your toes if they do that sort of thing, and then attempt to put them down one at a time. And imagine that the sole of your feet has suction cups on them, much like frogs or lizards do, that crawl up walls. Huh? So really feel your connection to the earth. And then take your shoulders up, back, and down. Lift through the heart, but soften the front ribs. So even though we're in Tadasana, we're in mountain pose, I'm also weaving in a somatic experiencing exercise. So feeling into the roots of the earth and start to sway from your ankles and notice that you're connected. You can take your eyes above the horizon line. Maybe inviting in the phrase, I'm here. I'm here and I have a right to be here. And so even in the stillness of a mountain, there's still a little bit of movement. In the sturdiness, there's movement. We call that equanimity, where we can move with instead of against. And so inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Hook your thumbs or grab a hold of your right wrist. Bend, feel the stretch in your sideways. Press down into your right foot. Inhale back to center. Hook thumbs or grab a hold of the left wrist and bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway up, fold. Inhale all the way back up to the top. We'll do that 4 more times. Half salutations. Inhale, feel the fluidity in your system. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up and fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. All the way back up. I think this is the last one. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. And then exhale. And fold. Bend into your knees. Rise up into chair. You can lift just your toes here. You can take your arms into cactus. Reach up. Come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Truly one of my favorite poses because of how strong it feels. They also call it lightning bolt. Feel into your legs. Sit back. Lengthen through the spine. Bring the arms up and then exhale, round the spine. Come up and then around the spine. Last one. And then down. Come all the way up, hands to heart. All right. So take your feet about 3 feet wide. That's probably more than that. Like in a wide-legged stance. And take your hands to your hips and feel into your superhero legs. Really press down into the earth. Energetically pull your legs in so you really feel your legs firing up. You can inhale, sweep your arms out wide, and imagine taking up space. Take up as much space as you possibly can. Lift through the heart. And then exhale, wrap your arms around yourselves. Feel the connection, the containment. Inhale, take your arms out wide. And then exhale, give yourself a hug. I am here, and I have a right to be here. Spin your right foot to the front of your mat. Back foot comes in a little bit. Reach your arms out. Still take up space. Bend into your right knee. And notice, lengthen that torso all the way up. Proud warriors. Rest your gaze over your right hand if it's available to you. Sink down a little bit more. Inhale, reach back. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale, reach back. And exhale. Lengthen forward, hand or forearm on your thigh. Take your left arm across the midline and then spin your hand so pinky turns to the floor. Imagine letting your head hang a little bit, if it's okay for your neck. Imagine just emptying out all the thoughts that you don't need. Take your arm around 3 times. And reach. So it might be available for some of you to wrap your arm. You can have your hand on your hip. There's so many variations. Find the one that serves you. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Woo. Spin your foot forward. Left foot turns out. Back foot comes in. Bend into your legs. Take up space. And especially if you're in a marginalized body, take up space. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Sink down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lengthen, hand or forearm to the thigh, reach. Feel that line from your fingertips to the floor. Maybe look up. Take your arm around 3 times. And then inhale, come back, straighten the leg. Whew. Just take a moment to sense into that, sense into your physiology. What do you notice? Is there heat? Can you feel the breath? Start to bring your feet in just a little bit. Turn your toes out. And take your hands, pinky fingers come together, thumbs, into a lotus. So lotus flowers require mud. They require dirt, grit, sludge. And they emerge from that. That's their nourishment. And they emerge from that strong, resilient, beautiful, curious, colorful. We are that lotus. Feel that. Feel that in your feet. Feel your roots. Feel it in your heart. Sink down into your legs. Reach up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, scoop down everything you need in the earth. Come all the way back up. Let it wash over you. 4 more like that. Feel the lotus rise as we root to rise. Open the arms. Exhale. And exhale back down. Make it yours. Be creative. Inhale, reach up. Open wide, heart lifts. Exhale, forward. Inhale all the way up to the top. 2 more. And exhale. Come all the way back. Last one, really feel this. Maybe close your eyes if it's available to you. Inhale, reach. Rise through the mud. Emerge. Exhale. And press it down. And take a moment. Hand to the heart. Hand to your solar plexus. Spin your feet in. And just take a moment. So we're going to turn our heels again. Grab a hold of a block or 2. If you have a wall, it's a great prop. And we're going to come into a malasana, into a squat. And this can be, there's so many different variations of how to come into this or how to be in this. I'm going to use a block to demo it. You can also have a blanket under your heels if that is helpful. So toes come out, and then we're going to sink down. So here's my challenge for you. Even if you can do this, notice I can sit here, I can hang out here. It's a genetic thing. But what if I'm always doing this? Is it going to benefit me? Or if you're the friend who everybody calls when they're in trouble, who supports you? So I want to invite you to go outside of that comfort zone, take a block, sit on the block, or get really wild and sit on 2. And feel the support. And feel what it's like to actually work a little less hard. Right? Like if you tend to be 105%, what's it like to be at 90? It doesn't make us less than. It gives us an opportunity to lean in. So just feeling the opening in the hips, the lengthening in the spine. And then exhale, twist to your right. And then exhale back to center. Take an inhale and twist to your left. And then exhale. We're going to come into a primal squat. So, take your right leg down. You can remove one or both of these blocks if you'd like. So you're in half virasana, half hero, half malasana. It's one of my favorite poses. You can be in it this way. If it, for some reason, it's not feeling right or not feeling good, you can take your foot here and sit down. So find or be in the position that feels the most available. And then we'll take a minute to explore it. Maybe walking your hands forward, You might notice the want to move a little bit. That's awesome. Do you want to walk your hands over? Get creative. I've seen people sort of bind themselves. And wherever you land, we're going to take 5 breaths, 5 full breaths. Breathing in what we need, exhaling out what we can let go of. Breathe in what you need. Breathe in love, kindness. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last breath in. And sigh it out. And then switch sides. And start to fold. Is one hip tighter? Right? How do we respond to the hip that is tighter? Do we push it or do we say, oh, hey, let me support you? Right? What do we do with the hip that's, super mobile? Do we push it and do all sorts of things? Or do we say, hey, let us support you? Both need support. So walking your hands, honoring the part of you that needs support right now. And then finding stillness again. Where does it feel good on this side? Five breaths. And the last breath here, breathe it in and sigh it out. Come onto your knees. Actually, take your blanket, bring it over to your left-hand side. Sweep your legs to your right. And we'll put the blanket right underneath us. Okay. And then we'll take an easy long breath in. Exhale, twist to your left. And let your right hip actually come with you. Releases the psoas just a little bit. And you can look behind you if that feels good. Really explore what's happening. And back to center. Sweep your legs in front of you. Take your blanket. Migrate it over. And swing your legs to the other side. Take a big long breath in. And then exhale, twist. And take your hip. And taking our hip with us also supports the SI joints, right? Just sort of letting it go where it wants to go. And then exhale back. And we're going to make our way onto our backs with a block. And before we do anything, just take a moment and feel the earth beneath you. And notice if your sense of gravity has shifted throughout this class. Do you feel like you're on top of the earth or that the earth is coming up to support you? So checking back in with that question that we had earlier. So take your block on the sort of the widest side, the flattest side. Bring your feet about 6 inches from your bum. Lift your hips and slide the block right underneath your sacrum. So there's a tendency to want to put it on the highest level, but the sacrum actually needs more support than we often give it. So if you want to go higher, stack blocks as opposed to turning it. And then from here, just kind of notice, I'm going to let the lower spine just sort of drape over the block. You can come into a supported shoulder stand here and take your legs up to the sky. And you can play up here. You can bring your feet together. You can come across. And then come back down if you're in a supported shoulder stand. And then once your legs are back down, feeling the feet on the earth, if it's available, extend your right leg out. Maybe take your arms up overhead or in cactus. And you can take both legs out if that's available. It's a little deeper of a back bend. Flex your feet, really extend them out. Draw your belly in. Three more breaths. And then gently bring your feet back. Lift your hips just a bit. Remove your block. Draw your knees into your chest. And then allow your knees to fall to the right. And you can take a block between your knees if you want some extra support in your back. Left arm can reach out, right hand can be on your legs, or left hand can be on your body. So really feel into this. We're just going to be here for a little bit. And then inhale your knees to center and let them fall to the other side. And then inhale your knees back to the center. Give themselves one more squeeze. Give yourself one more squeeze. And then allowing yourselves to release into final rest. And take some time to make yourself comfortable in that final rest, in Shavasana. So maybe you have a bolster under your knees, a blanket under the head, protecting the neck. You can put a blanket on top of you. Really make it yours. And then once you're settled, get a sense one more time, one last time. Can you feel the earth rising up to support you? Can you sense the air against your skin? Start to soften the space behind your eyes, your jaw, your throat, shoulders. Soften the space around your heart, your belly, your hips, thighs, your knees, your calves and shins, tops and bottoms of feet. Allow your spine to release into the earth. Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Jaya, Jaya Ma, 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 Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Jaya, Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Jaya, Jaya Ma. Calling out to the mother of the earth, the ocean, the divine. Jaya Ma, Jaya Ma, Jaya Jaya, Jaya Ma. Victory to the mother. Allow your breath to deepen. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly or your solar plexus. And on your next cycle of breath, if you choose to rise from Shavasana, make your way to seated. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. And bringing our hands to our hearts. May the benefit of this practice be nourishing and supportive to you. May you be at ease. May your feet be rooted and your heart light and undefended. Namaste.